Hey guys, so there's a lot of anxiety out there and I'm getting asked every day how the market is, so I figured I'd just put it out there because you're probably wondering too. So here's how the market is. First off, is the market crashing? No, this is not the Great Recession. Fun fact, most recessions do not come with housing crashes, so if that was what you were waiting for, find a new dream. Okay, but are home values dropping? You're on the Zillow, right? You're scrolling through the listings and you're seeing houses drop in price. You're seeing them stay on the market longer. That means housing crash, right? Still no, guys. Still no. Houses that are priced correctly are still selling very well. The market has changed. Well, what do I mean when I say the market's changed? I mean that it's not summer 2021 anymore, guys. That's when all those crazy news stories came out. That was the height of the pandemic craziness. That's not this market. The market has changed. It's still a seller's market. There are less homes on the market than there are buyers. That's what makes it a seller's market. That's, it's basic economics. Real estate at its core is basic economics, supply and demand. So it is still a seller's market. However, we are at a point where it's much more like a pre-pandemic seller's market. So sellers, you've got a ton of equity, okay? Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy, okay? You got to adjust your expectations a little bit. If you thought that you would just list your distressed, falling apart house and that buyers would be lining up with their suitcase full of cash and their firstborn child, you need to find a new dream. That's not where we're at. So you need to adjust your expectations a little bit. Okay, but now what does this mean for buyers? Buyers, this is a kinder market for you. So if you were pushed out the last couple years, right? If you did not like the idea of buying a house sight unseen, as is, throwing in your firstborn child, right? Within the first 2 seconds it's on the market, this market is kinder. If you are using a USDA, VA, FHA loan, you're back in the game. If you need closing cost help, you're back in the game. And do not let interest rates scare you. I get it. We all got used to that 2 and 3%, but we were never meant to get used to that. That's the exception to the rule. It's not the rule. Where we're at right now is not historically high. It's not anywhere close to historical highs. If you're my age, go ask your parents about interest rates. But your dollar will stretch farther on your mortgage than it will paying your landlord's mortgage. So it still makes sense to buy. And did you even know that you can buy down your interest rate? That's a thing. So talk to your lender about that. Points are back. That's a thing that's happening. Out of my last 3 buyer clients, 2 got their closing costs paid by the sellers, and 1 even got the sellers to pay their point to buy their interest rate down. So fun stuff. So to recap, everybody calm down, okay? Buyers, kinder market for you. If you felt pushed out the last couple of years, chances are you're back in the game. Sellers, stop freaking out. We are in a market that much more closely resembles pre-pandemic market, pre-pandemic seller's market, okay? It's still a seller's market. We've got historically low inventory. You just got to adjust your expectations, but you can still cash out your equity. You can still have a great sale. I was selling houses fast and at top dollar before the pandemic, so I gotcha. As always, call or text. If you got any questions, I'm here for you. So, bye.